Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gillesmansillon. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to send greetings today and discuss a few ideas, to speak about spiritual ideas, to give practical advice, as well as talking a little bit about what's going on in the physical world right now. For the first thing I wanted to talk about is that God, the Creator, the Source, is a mystery. It's an eternal mystery. No, some people believe I know what God is. I know who God is. Of course, we have some ideas, we have some connection, we have some relationship, but the totality of God is only known by God. Only on Paradise we know that only the Spirit and the Son know the Father on his totality, as an infinite. For everybody else, it's an act of faith to know God. Just as love is a mystery, love is something completely mysterious. There is always new frequency and octaves of love to be discover. For the first nature of God is love, and love is the greatest force in the universe. For love is quantifiable, is qualifiable. We can say I love this, I love that, I love that, but it's not quantifiable. There's not like you can find an equation that will say, oh, well, I solved this equation and now I know what love is. It doesn't work like that. So it's completely beyond the realm of the rational. But there is a human equation. We need to solve the human equation. Is the alignment between the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the astral spiritual body. Once that is done, everything comes into place. For there is always solution. There is always multiple solution to every problem. And once we connect to this divinity, we realize that all problems can be solved within the consciousness that is God, knows all the solution. But He will always offer the highest solution in relationship to our consciousness and our level of perception and our level of understanding. But all the solution, love is the highest of all solutions. But then how do we apply that? So it is. It is always finding solutions beyond the solutions, and sometimes sometimes trusting God and letting the situation flow is the highest solution. So it's about staying in touch with the presence. For when you the best way to honor God is to remember God, to remember your connection inside to the Creator. When you remember, you recall, you invoke, you remember that connection to your Creator. It's the best way to honor God. For God is also when you express truth is also a way to honor God, for God is truth. So the expression of truth is really it's like the Bodhisattva was saying one day, in looking at a pile of excrement, it says God is a pile of excrement, and it's like everybody, oh, it's blasphemy, blasphemy, blasphemy. But for the Bodhisattva, was just expressing that nothing is outside of God. All things are included within God, even the lowest things that would be considered so far away from God. So he was just trying to open the mind of the people around him at this time. So the truth is relative to our consciousness, but expressing your highest truth is really the highest way you can honor God by expressing your highest truth, and to connect, to know that, to remember that connection is a way to honor your Creator. A little joke that came through my mind is that yesterday I pull one card every morning to see what's my card of the day. I had this card, message in the bottle, which means to follow the signs, to send signs to the universe. But look at the thought that came to my mind is, well, maybe I should buy a bottle of whiskey and drink it until I find the message in the bottle. So that wasn't it. It was just a joke, spirit humor. So, no, it's not the way to go about it. So I'm going to pull a few cards. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to see for the past is communication. We're going to continue to communicate freedom, speak your freedom, think freedom, act on your freedom, on your truth. Very important right now, because there's so much darkness that is around. What we are now is love, to continue to feel the love, more than think the love, feel the love as much as possible. And what is coming in the near future is complementarity. We're going to fit with the puzzle of our life. Our destiny will come aligned. There is like a completion of a project, of a process. What we're working on now is energy, is the word of cause, is the number one card. We are energy before we are form. To return to the center, to the world of energy, and then you'll choose the manifested form. To be able to conduct the form within the trust of that alignment, and the outcome of that work will be success. So what does success means? Success means the judgment. It means bringing things back into the divine order. So the will of God will be seen and known by all beings. What we need, what we want to achieve is accomplishment in the success. We want to fulfill that cycle, and what will assist us on the way to success is compassion. To be compassionate, to be merciful, not to be ourselves in deep judgment, or to continue to love ourselves and love the world, love life, in all its form. For there is a concept that very important understanding. There isn't that many people, that many things that can trigger me inside, that can push my button. For a lot of, I've been through like a long process of time that. But yesterday in the middle of the night, they woke me up with a dream that triggered me. And when something triggers you, it means it's not about the situation and the people. It means it's just showing you something, a situation that has not been healed just completely yet. I thought that I was healed about that, but it will create a chain reaction in my mind that proved me that I wasn't completely healed about that situation. It created uncertainties, doubt in my mind about certain things I was certain of. But Spirit brought me back to my destiny. But yet he see it as a warning to remain flexible. Coming back to alignment, they reminded me of the value of friendship, and so that no matter what happens, sometimes there are things that are beyond your control. So, but for we have asked to release all wounds, but we also from childhood, from the past, from past lives even. But we have also have to heal new wounds that can be created. So it's a difficult path. It's a the whole challenge is to love yourself enough to see yourself as whole. So it is all created for that. I'm going to pull a few cards. The highest wisdom is the never-ending story, to letting go of all aspects of dramas, not to give any power to the mind and the drama of the mind. What we need to understand is the higher power, how to work with the divinity, how to work with the higher forces of the universe, how to be... for the time that is coming, those who refuse the assistance of Spirit will be, the only thing they can turn to will be other lost people. For the assistance of Spirit will be given, it's available for all, but we're going to need it. So just... Stay aware of continue to learn to work with your invisible forces and to work with the Creator as well. What we need to do is breathe. Just simple breathing will do. It's very simple. It's like just breathe. Just anchor your energy into your heart, have your heart center, but in your belly, in your hara, in the chi. It's very powerful to be anchored and to open your spirit, your third eye, and so on. But it's very important to let go of the mantle, to be well anchored within our body, and to open to receive the energy from Spirit. And the outcome is going in circle. It's like going into it's like going in circle until we make a decision to shift, and from there. But the decision will be coming naturally. It's the Yin card, so it's about waiting for the right time to see the GPS is telling you, well, take the second one on the right, poof, and then you exit the merry-go-round. So it will be coming. It's all coming naturally. We are very much about letting go of the ideas we have about ascension and fifth dimension. It is very important, because if we knew exactly what it was, we would be there. So it's about letting go of the ideas in order to allow new vision, new level to be unfolding. For there's been a very difficult path, and it's like a nightmare inside sometimes. It's like a deep nightmare, but the nightmare is inside is coming to an end. Now the nightmare will only be outside in like other people's life. So we'll find this state of peace and self-confidence, this ascension path that will be quite magical. It's a fifth dimensional portal. Where love is dominant. Yet we have to understand a lot of people will have to be facing all kinds of things in the coming time. And when the third eye open, you may see light, you may see all kinds of things. It's the power, it's the thoughts. The thoughts are like, they have forms, they have colors, they have direction. It's not easy to figure it out, but when the third eye open, you begin to see your own thought and sometimes the thoughts of other people. So do not be, sometimes it's mysterious, but it's a sign of progress. For we do not want to turn down the assistance of Spirit, and that is free will also, but it's because all personal choice. For the Divine Feminine is really in charge. The Goddess is in charge of the resolution process that is going on here. So it's about tuning in, tuning into this. But on the higher planes, there is all kinds of comfort zone with different ascended masters or archangels, and there are also extraterrestrial groups like the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians. Personally, I work with all of them, but the Arcturians, I've been connected to the Arcturians even before I came into this matrix, into this planet, into this solar system. So it's a very old connection I have to the Arcturians. For even when I was a little child, they used to come into my room and manifest. I talked to my mother about it, and she was, but since I wasn't, it was kind of, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the connection and the communication. They used to surround me at night, come and talk to me when I was a little child. She didn't really worry about it, but she reminded me of that in the early 90s when I made this conscious connection through the Arcturians. I was invited to visit the Athena. It's a great big ship, an interdimensional, beautiful ship that is stationed here around the Earth. And I've cultivated this connection. Now I'm very much centered with, I work a lot with a 9-dimensional Arcturian council. But it's, so those beings, there's all kinds of groups and councils and energies that are really willing to assist with any energetic work that is assisting with the shift. And so you can continue to cultivate those connections. And finally, I wanted to talk about what's going on in the world. In France, where I feel I'm not in France right now, I'm in Belgium. But when I see from the alternative media I'm watching, it's really like we came out of the rights, the individual rights, privacy, and the right of the citizens to move into some form of tyranny. It's like they're using all the power of the states and all kinds of public money for publicity, to advertise for this vaccination. They make people look like they're completely insane if they're not vaccinated. Well, my message would be, if you want to get vaccinated, do it, but otherwise resist. And it's all a bluff. They make you believe that they're going to send you the Gestapo to vaccinate you by force if you don't do it, but they're not going to be able to enforce that. So the resist. And so to get away, very soon we're going to move out of this. It's not very much. It's like some form of dictature, the dictature. And so it's very important to disconnect from all fear-based messages for the medias. They're utilizing the media, and then they're making a lot of publicity with public money to enforce their agenda, let's say. So it's about it's very important to activate the freedom code, to stay free. It's a free choice, to turn off the propaganda, to think freedom, to speak freedom, to act freedom, to utilize your free will choice to stay free, and so it's like to express, to stay truth and resist passively. There is no need to just avoid any of those programs. It's like it's like swimming. You remove those things as you move forwards. They're like they have no power over you except for if we give them power. But someone who's watching television all day, those medias, it's like accumulating those tyranny codes. And it's like when you turn off that, you connect to nature, you find yourself, your connection to God, and then you'll see that it's like they have no power over you. They just they'll be removed as more people just are able to tune in to that frequency. And so, but a lot is coming. They're gonna have to face the music, and there's like all kinds of small tyrant, medium tyrant, little big tyrants that are. It's like an opportunity to express this tyranny that they feel like this power over and like tyrannize other people. But they're gonna have to face their own creation, and so we'll have compassion in relationship to them. Yet we do not want to be under their spell, so to speak. It's really completely counterintuitive in relationship to where we seek to go, which is freedom, abundance, joy, happiness, and wealth, and prosperity, and wisdom. So. Just my thoughts. I hope that they resonate with you. But do not continue to resist. It's all a bluff in reality. They know they're not going to be able to do that, but they want to convince people. They want to come up with some new disease that have been translated into some kind of very, very. So it's all propaganda. And so it's really nothing to worry about. And if you don't listen to them, for I cannot even listen to message that talk about this problem. And it's like it's so saturated. I'm saturated completely. I don't even listen to those for months and months. People send me videos to keep me informed, but I don't really have time to listen to those things. It's just too outside of my field. So I want to sing the song to finish. Just preparation. Spirit is in for me for great preparation for like a great deal of freedom and joy and celebrations that are ahead. And so it's a song that keeps coming back into my mind. It's maybe a sign I'm single right now, but it's a sign of a relationship that's meeting the right person that makes you whole, that makes the best part of you come out. It's a song of Bob Dylan. It's called "The Man in Me." It goes like this. La 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 la. La 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 la. The man in me will do nearly any task, and as for compensation, there's a little he would ask. Take a woman like you to get through to the man in me. La 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 la. Storm clouds are raging all around my door. I think to myself I might not take it anymore. Take a woman like your kind to find the man in me. But oh, what a wonderful feeling just to know that you are near. Set my heart a-reeling from my toes up to my ears. The man in me will hide sometime to keep from being seen, but just because he doesn't want to turn into some machine. Took a woman like you to get through to the man in me. Sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la. So we find it's always wonderful to find the person that is a true match for who we are. Yet we have to remain flexible. This dream last night made me question the fact that I was so sure that this is one person that's so perfect for me, but yes, that is like you have to remain flexible with all those things, not to be attached to outcome, to trust, but to focus still on the highest outcome, on the highest destiny. Focus on the highest, the most beautiful outcome always, and very important at this point to be the master of our focal point and to stay focalized on what we truly want. And the card just confirms that. It's the Archangel Metatron that comes on the Chariot, and it says determination and self-control, career evolution, public recognition of a success. It's very much about this coming into the success in the world, the doors to the world. It is the goer. It is the power of motion forward, and to be really to be in control and determined, and to know that everything in the public field is going to be evolving as far as professional and evolution and creative and so on. And so and there will be recognition for that work that we've all been doing. We've been doing a lot of work, even though sometimes we've been cast aside because we couldn't fit within the mold. But very soon the whole mold will be changing, and just throw away the box. They say think outside the box, but you can even throw away the box. You don't even need the box to think, and then people will come to you they're gonna need us to figure out what's going on, because they're gonna be facing like all kinds of things, and so things we faced in the past. So we'll be able to assist them then. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.